To understand this video completely, you have to learn about some unspoken hierarchies that we used to follow during our school days. So let's roll the intro music first. Okay, so back when I was in 6th or 7th grade, we weren't really allowed to mingle with the students in different sections of the same grade. I really don't know why they used to do that, but our class teacher used to tell our class rep not to allow anyone from other section in our classroom. So we only used to meet them during lunch hours or during assembly. So because of this minimal interaction with the majority of our peers, we were kind of forced to be friends with the people in our own class. To which I had no problems with, cause... Yup. So as I said earlier, we had a certain unspoken hierarchy in our classroom. Of course no one addressed them as popular, but we all knew. And with a never-ending thirst for validation and narcissistic personality, I can proudly say that I made it to the top 5 of the most coolest people in my class. Out of 20 people. But this social ranking was not the same as the caste system in India. Your rank can go up or down depending upon how you portray yourself in front of the whole class. And in order to retain your position in the top 5, you have to follow some rules and regulations. Rule number 1, you gotta have a good flow with the girls. You can't be a weeb about it. Number 2, you can be a failure or a topper of the class. There's a sweet spot in the middle and that's where you should be. Number 3, you gotta be good at sports. And by good, I mean good enough to be in the top 5 of the class. And by that, I mean better than 15 people. And the fourth and the final rule is that you can't be too friendly with the people who didn't make it to the top 5 of the class. Because now their existence only has purpose when we decide to play cricket and we need to even out the teams. Okay, so I guess you guys are all caught up, so I'll begin with our story. It was a rainy day, and by some miracle our maths teacher was on leave, and the substitute class was taken by our PE teacher, who gave us a ball and told us to play outside. And of course 5 of us strolled outside like we owned the place, and the rest of the guys followed us like slaves. And as we were walking out to the ground, of course in slow motion, even the clouds were impressed and it stopped raining. But the ground was too damp and muddy to play, so we decided not to ruin our precious uniforms and agreed to just pass the ball around. Most of the guys weren't interested in playing because of the muddy field, so they just stood around in whatever dry ground they could find. But we can't do that, we had a status to maintain, so we played like we had no care in the world. But in reality we were trying our best not to slip and fall. Huh? Fucking pussies! Some of the guys wanted to play with us too, which is totally fair because the ball was school's property and everyone has a right to play with it. But no. Of course we had a number 1 out of the 5 of us, which was also unspoken, but we all knew. And I don't remember the exact words he said to them, but what he practically meant was fuck off. And of course, being the member of the gang, you had to agree with him. And like a minute passed by after that, when the ball came to me, the same guy got up and asked me for a pass. And I almost passed him the ball instinctively when my pride and social status showed up and were like, yo, what the fuck are you doing, bro? You want them to disown you or something? Pass the ball to somebody else, bitch. And I somehow stopped myself in the last minute and passed the ball to somebody else. But that guy did not like that. And not even a second later, he sprinted towards me and smacked the back of my head and just ran away. That son of a... And the sound from the hit was loud enough to get everyone's attention. And to top it all off, the top 4 witnessed it. And I just stood there for a good second holding my head to grasp the whole situation when I realized that though there were no physical injuries, but it was like a gunshot wound to my teenage pride. And when I looked at the leader, he was staring at me with a "are you just gonna stand there?" look, and my instinct and anger just took over and I just ran after that guy. Remember when I mentioned 2 different times that the ground was super slippery and muddy and damp? Yep. So most of you probably guessed what happened next, but for the sake of the video, I'll explain it. The first step I took powered so much energy that I literally slipped for like 3 to 4 meters and I finally lost my balance and fell on my ass. I don't know why, but after that 7-second fall, which almost everyone in my class witnessed, including my crush, I thought that if I got up quick enough, no one will notice. And now at this point, my pride and social status were literally hanging on by a thread. Everyone had a good 10-second laugh and got over it. Until that one silent kid who had enough of our mean boy plastic bullshit yelled out, "Hey look, Jade shit himself!" And everyone's attention went to my ass, which was covered in wet mud. And the worst part was, it actually looked like I shit myself. And now everyone was laughing at me, and the people who didn't witness my fall actually thought I shit my pants. Even the top 4 were laughing at me. And when I looked to my right, my teenage pride was actually dying of a heart attack. And after a second, I felt a tap on my shoulder, and I looked back. My social status looked dead into my eyes and shot himself. And to add on to the dramatic effect, it actually started raining again. and our PT teacher called us back. Don't exactly remember what I was thinking back then, but I remember just standing there, grasping the whole moment, and just telling myself that I'll remember this for the rest of my life. So I went to the washroom to wash my shame away, but it won't wash off. I remember walking back to the classroom. I was convincing myself that everybody probably got over it, right? I'm probably overthinking it. Ha! Psych, bitch! And they continued to bash me, and I tried to laugh it off by signing the most common agreement in the society. Only 5 minutes were left until the final bell, and I can finally go home and call it a day. But it felt like an eternity. I'm probably making far more dramatic than it actually is. Only like 2 people made comments. But you can't blame me, my comeback skills were still maturing. I mean, the best comeback in my comeback arsenal was still same to you. And I couldn't even use that in this situation. When the bell finally rung, I got up and I was about to sprint to my school bus so that no one could see my chocolate covered ass. An angelic voice stopped me. Oh my god. She asked me if I was hurt after that fall, to which I said no, but my emotional scar was throbbing. I didn't actually say that. And she offered to walk with me to my bus. Everyone was making fun of us because they already teased us with each other's names, and I was full on breathing fire at this point, but somehow she didn't care about the comment, which kinda stitched my heart back up. Then she turned to me and said, "Wake up and get off the bus." I'm sorry, I couldn't quite get that. Can you repeat it? Wake up and get off the bus. I'm sorry, but I'm having trouble listening to you. Can you repeat that one more time? Wake up and get off the bus. Nani? Yes. It was a fucking dream! In reality, I wanted to run to my school bus but can't show weakness. So I walked out of the school with the 4 of my so-called friends who were still firing shots at me, and when I finally reached the bus, it was like the Forrest Gump scene. And when I finally sat down, the kid in front of me kept making fun of me. And guess who was sitting right beside the kid? My own damn sister, who didn't even fucking flinch. And when we reached home, she didn't even bother to wake me up, just ran home cause she didn't want to be seen with me. And when I reached home, my mom asked me like a rational person why my dress was covered in wet mud. And my sister in the background goes, "Oh, that was mud? I thought you actually shit yourself." What the